how are you? How have you been? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Karibu to my YouTube channel. It's been a while. How have you been? I've been well. I've missed you. Now, I've been thinking about several things that I really feel that we need to start talking about. And yes, have you subscribed? Please do. Please do, so that you can be able to connect with me. I'm really hoping to come back and really get consistent, to be able to shoot a video and put it up every Sunday. That's my desire, and I hope I'll be able to do that. But meanwhile, kindly subscribe and get to be part of us. At least road to 1,000 subscribers. I cannot wait to get to 1,000 subscribers. Sindio? Yay! Now today, I want to talk about something that has to do with my favorite topic, childhood traumas. I've been thinking about childhood traumas, and I've been seeing them replaying or reflecting a lot with the people around me. And this recent week, or the week that has just passed, I have seen a lot of effects of childhood traumas that are unaddressed. And I want to talk about what happens when you don't address your childhood traumas and then you continue living as if you can just remove them from yourself. It's impossible, by the way. So I want to give several scenarios. The next 10 minutes or so, I will talk about several scenarios that are a reflection of childhood trauma. And I have said in other videos, you will, if you follow this channel, you will read some of the, watch some of the conversations I have had in regards to childhood trauma. One thing, all of us without exception, have had an aspect of trauma. But now the degree depends on the support that every child has. Let's look at the behavior that we are showing out here. Some of us are so guarded, so guarded. We are always guarded, we are always protecting ourselves, and we are always giving advice on how to protect ourselves. We are always giving opinions on how to best protect ourselves. Unfortunately, this protecting ourselves is what happened in the past when we did not have anybody to protect us. So we either went quiet, so we expect people to be quiet, and we advise people, please be quiet, lest people get to know your issues. We keep advising people to be quiet. We also keep talking about how to get rid of people. You know, you people are toxic, you are toxic, you're toxic. So the best thing for me to do, because me, I'm good, is to keep off, cut you off. Those are behaviors that we do, or the behavior that we pick up so that we can protect ourselves. Some of us have learned the art of hiding. We are not seen, we are not heard, until we are not even able to achieve our dreams. Because if we are seen, if we are heard, we might attract abuse. Our unhealthy mother might just notice and she will get angry and we shall end up being beaten. Those are some of the things that are reflecting. Now, there's another thing that I have seen. And guys, let me talk about it now. Our body. Our body is the greatest store for childhood trauma. Remember, as I have said, I'm not saying your parents were bad. I'm actually not saying that your parents were abusing you. I'm saying things that happened in your childhood that left you scarred for life. And some of these things could have been beyond your parents' control. Some of these things could have been your parents' illness. Some of these things could have been your parents dying. Some of these things could have been your parents being struggling with addiction and different things. All these things. Some of these things could have been your parents separating. Some of these things could have been your parents being together, yes, but very unhealthy. You lived in a very unhealthy environment. Uliishi on edge, waiting for something to happen. So even today, you're hardly trusting anybody. And the way you have learned to cope is very funny. Now, in my journey of coaching, I have had several people that reached out to me. Either they were suicidal, they were feeling messed up and broken, they were at a very bad level a few years or a few months back. And then they did not solve the issues. Now, this is something I really need to address. Let me tell you, my friends, if you have gone through issues, you're feeling suicidal, you're feeling messed up and broken, my dear ones, let me give you a quick tip from your sister. Remember, I am Rosemary, your sister in growth. Do not forget that. As your sister in growth, I want to tell you, whatever happens to you does not just get forgotten. Stop assuming that you can do things and move away from what happened. Kindly go and address. So these people who have reached out to me severally, or have had to connect at a personal level, they talked about issues they had gone through, but instead of resolving them, they have resorted to doing things to cover them, things to validate that they are okay. Unfortunately, what ends up happening is that you don't solve the problem. You don't heal, because childhood traumas require you to heal. They require you to seek help and heal. Why do people insist on this healing? The reason you insist on this healing is so that you can be able to live a healthy life. You can be able to understand some of your triggers. You can be able to see yourself self-sabotaging. You can be able to see yourself doing things that are messing you up, other than doing things that are supporting you. What am I saying? You might be very busy doing things just so that you don't get to connect with yourself. By the way, people who've undergone childhood trauma tend to do so many things that do not get them to connect with themselves. They just want to be by themselves. They do not want to connect to anybody. Because when you connect to me, I may just notice that you're not really healthy. So you look for things to do. You are busy. You become somebody that is occupied with busyness, not business. You're just busy. And you will be busy for a week, then the next week you're done. Because your reservoirs have gone down. Because you do not have any ways to self-care. So guys, it's very important to seek professional help. The reason why I don't give a lot of advice on this channel is because as a transformational life coach, I don't believe in advice. Why don't I believe in advice? I'm advising you without knowing where you are. The reason why it is very important for you to seek professional help, especially if you know you struggle. If you know you struggle in relationships, you know you struggle in finances, you know you struggle in concentration, you know you struggle with mental health, you know you struggle with feeling suicidal, you know you struggle with feeling unworthy. All this, when you put them together, please do not sit and look for a way of feeling worthy, because what happens? You pick coping mechanisms. These coping mechanisms, they become what you run to, but you cannot run to them for so long. You will feel worthless at some point. Then go back to the coping, the reactions that are suicide, irresponsible sexual behavior, overworking, overeating, self-sabotage. So many things that you end up doing, not because you're a bad person. No, it's because you have not learned to deal with yourself. You have not learned self-care. It's very, very important. Advice, if I tell you this is what you're supposed to do, this is how you're supposed to behave, I don't know what you went through. I don't know what you need to be helped in. And that is why, for me, advice key, I tell you, seek professional help. Someone told me that professional help is very expensive. I want to tell you the truth. Professional help is not expensive. The reason why we feel it is expensive is because we assume that as long as it is not the body that is hurting, other parts should be taken care of just like that. You see, if you have an issue with your heart, you need to go to a heart specialist. If you have an issue with your mind, you need to go to a mind specialist. If you have an issue with your hand, go to a person who deals with hands or whatever ligament is hurting. But you cannot assume that issues with the mind can be solved just like that. And by the way, mental health issues are not from the devil. They are real. Your mind is an organ. If this organ remained afraid and processed, things are not yet well processed, it will definitely suffer. So my tip for you sisters, brothers and sisters, please seek professional help, lest you mess yourself up. Yet lest you keep taking cycle after cycle after cycle after cycle. And this cycle, the more you keep in this cycle, the more you keep stuck. You're not able to move. Unasonga for a few moments, then you go back. You are always justifying yourself. You're always looking to validate, to justify why you're doing what you're doing. My dear brothers and sisters, it will not work. So I want to urge you today, seek professional help. Run away a little bit from the many unsolicited advice that you're going to get from people who will not even have time to walk with you, to know where you're coming from and where you want to go. Because not everybody wants to go to the places that others want people to go. I might be here telling you how to get married, and marriage is not in your dreams. Probably, or you just want to know how to live by yourself. Please seek help. Seek help from a professional. It looks expensive, but I can tell you something. If you're going to pay 50,000, just for example, if you're going to pay 50,000 for something that is you're going to work probably for 3 months or 1 year, because most of the people that I know usually do 1 year, then 3 months, and then you have support for the year. If you're going to pay 50,000 for 1 year, kindly go for it, because the consequences, you will be paying 50,000 for 1 month to seek help to deal with the same issues. And we want people to be healthy so that we can have a healthy future. We want people to be healthy so that we can be able to move to where we desire to go, the way we desire to go there. Guys, I want to tell you something. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Remember, you're very important. The world needs you. So many people need you. So many people need to have a healthy you walking around this world and making a great difference. So look here, my dear. Go subscribe. Then seek help. Look for somebody. If some of the things I have mentioned in this video affect you, go. go and seek help. You can reach out to me. If you don't want to reach out to me, I can connect you to somebody. But guess what, guys? You're very important. My name is Rosemary, your sister in growth, and I wish you the very best. I wish you a lovely afternoon, a lovely week, a great time. And please, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe and share this video, because this channel is going to be bringing you amazing conversations that are going to lead to healing. This year, by the time we are closing 2025, many of us should be healed. I wish you well and have a lovely afternoon. Nawapenda sana. Okay, afternoon, evening, morning, whatever time. Nawapenda.